We first told you on Friday night some Fort Smith water customers are reporting big increases on their most recent bill. 5 News has spoken with residents navigating bills hundreds and even thousands of dollars higher than normal. City of Fort Smith Public Relations Manager Josh Bufink says officials have seen the posts about this on social media. They've had more people reaching out directly about their bills. He tells 5 News any number of things could lead to a higher bill. That includes increased usage, winter quarter averaging, water leaks, metering issues, past due bills, and more.
What I know is that a lot of our residents are living paycheck to paycheck, so any increase is difficult for people to handle because, they may budget a certain amount every month. So we want to help people when we can. So be sure to call us. There are things that we can do on our end to help people out as well.
Bufink also wants to remind people about utility assistance programs, including Project Concern. It's income-based. Qualified customers get half off their water and sewer bills, along with 25% off solid waste services. Well, today a Van Buren man is celebrating a major birthday while still helping the community connect through pickleball. 5 News reporter Jada Daniels shows us how at 93 years old, he's an excellent teacher.
Mr. Buck Buchanan is no stranger to pickleball, and while today may be his 93rd birthday, he's not slowing down.
I tell all my family, my friends, you got to keep your wheels on you. You got to keep your wheels on you. Once you can't get around, you're really going to go downhill in a handbasket.
His love of the sport stemmed from competing in the Senior Olympics for badminton, and after a knee replacement, he wanted to find a way to get back on the court, but this time in a different way. Now he's sharing that love with City Heights Methodist Church, teaching anyone who wants to learn.
Able to continue, hold a pretty good crowd here at City Heights, and really been proud of the outreach program that we've provided for people here in the community. Yeah.
And with over 25 years of experience, he says not only does this give him a reason to keep going, but he's seen the sport save others.
Other people have problems. I had one guy that lost his wife and was ready to commit suicide. He was so depressed. He read in the paper this article about pickleball, and his curiosity drove him to finding out more about it. When I met him three months later, he was one happy soul.
He says staying active has been the key to his long life, and he believes there is a bigger purpose into why he's still able to step on the court.
I've lived on the edge all my life. I've been thrown off of a horse 5 times trying to break it. I've wrecked 3 motorcycles, 2 Cushman scooters, and a VW. And I was lucky to live through any of it. The Lord has got me here for a reason, because I know I'm bringing an awful lot of joy to a lot of people over the past 25 years.
In Van Buren, covering news where you live, Jada Daniels, 5 News.
Well, it was the perfect day to get outside, and people in Prairie Grove took full advantage. At Prairie Grove Battlefield State Park, visitors stepped back in time for the Pioneer Games. It was a chance to try their hand at activities people played in the 1800s. Times were a lot simpler, and so were the games. Events included tug of war, lawn bowling, and a potato sack race. The goal, to imagine yourself in Northwest Arkansas in the 1850s and see what people did for fun.
I just hope they get to come outside and enjoy themselves and enjoy each other's company. That's really what it's all about. The learning is great, and we want people to learn a little bit more about their cultural heritage, but we want people to come out and have a good time.
I even got in on the fun today. This is me playing a game of Graces, which was a game played by young women to help them be a little more graceful. I'm not looking so graceful in that video, though. Well, a local theater group called Porchlight Players is putting on a showing of Bells by Mark Dunn. Bells is supporting Clothed with Compassion, who helps clothe over 6,000 people in our area. On the theater group's ticket page, it may say $5 per ticket, but the event is pay what you like, with all proceeds from tickets and concession sales going to Clothed with Compassion in an effort to spread more awareness about their work.
We were inspired by other local community theaters that use their theater to raise money for local nonprofits. So we always knew that once we started our own acting troupe, we would always follow suit in that way.
Just love their mission. They're doing all of these shows for charity, and it's something I have a passion for, is acting and theater, and I really wanted to get back into it. So when she asked me to do it, I was pleased to join.
The play will be at the First Christian Church in Bentonville from March 5th to the 7th. Well, turning now to national news, the investigation into the abduction of Nancy Guthrie intensifies as investigators focus on DNA found on a glove discovered about 2 miles from her home. Andres Gutierrez has the latest as a search for the mother of Today Show host Anna Guthrie enters its 3rd week.
It's now more than 2 weeks after Nancy Guthrie was snatched from her home in the middle of the night. Federal and local authorities are chasing leads, sorting through thousands of tips, and testing DNA in the desperate hope of finding Guthrie and whoever took her.
It's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken.
Late Sunday, Savannah Guthrie released a new video message to her Instagram.
We still have hope, and I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late.
Officials have processed fingerprints and DNA evidence, including a glove found on a side of a road near Guthrie's home. The FBI says the glove appears to match those worn by a masked man outside her front door on the night she disappeared. Authorities say the suspect caught on camera appears to be 5'9" to 5'10" with an average build, and at the same time wearing a black Ozark Trail hiker backpack like the one shown in these photos.
That's really what we're focused on. We've got to find that guy. Right now, he's who we want. Somebody out there knows who this is.
The backpack is sold exclusively at Walmart. Sources tell CBS News law enforcement officials reviewed video at this Walmart location in Tucson. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Tucson, Arizona.
Police are investigating after someone vandalized the Republican Party headquarters in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Investigators say the attack happened sometime between Friday night and early Saturday morning. The building owner noticed the vandalism on Saturday. The windows were spray painted with the phrase "pedophile protectors." About a dozen eggs were thrown onto the building.
It's most unfortunate that people do things such as this. It was clearly a political move, and consequently, our party is offering a $1,000 reward leading to the arrest and prosecution of the persons responsible.
Police are reviewing camera footage in the area, and they've offered a $1,000 reward for any information that leads to an arrest in this case.